In today's climate, being safe is priority number one. With crime on the rise, we're all left with this magical question. How can I be safe and protect my family? Well, Professor Griff is offering a course that's similar to laser tag, but it's for adults. This safe and firearm-free course will train you in real-life scenarios so that you can avoid being a victim. This course is growing in popularity as a date night out. Add fun and excitement back into your love life, and the reviews are incredible. For more information, call this number below.
Do your children love learning? At the Institute for Self-Mastery, we've been homeschooling for 10 years. We didn't just hop on this because of what's going on now. Check us out, the Institute for Self-Mastery, ismhomeschool.org. Peace.
Peace, peace, peace. Greetings, greetings, family. This is Professor Griff. Y'all already know. I think y'all do. If not, this is Professor Griff on Serious Minds RNTV. That's radio and television. In a minute, I'm going to have to drop the RNTV and just say Serious Minds. Beep, because everything is just going, yeah, strictly digital. All right, family. Y'all already know this is Melanin Monday Medicine. Of course, with Dr. G. Hernandez, L, and Aisha Ra, L. All right. In the meantime, between time, shout out to everyone that decided to join us this evening. Thank y'all very much. Really appreciate that. Shout out to all of the Serious Minds family. Shout out to everyone that support the channel. Everyone that's part of the Serious Cipher, which we'll be having this Thursday. Everyone that's part of the Alternative Black Studies course. Thank y'all very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I really appreciate everyone for the support. Shout out to Johnny Taylor. Shout out to Double B. And of course, my moderator, Quan S. All right. Shout out to everyone that support the platform. Seriously. All right. Really appreciate shout out. I really appreciate everyone supporting the platform. Everyone that is stuck through the nonsense with YouTube, the nonsense with Facebook, the nonsense with just social media, period, and having to get the word out to make something happen. Thank y'all very much for supporting the platform. We just got to figure out a way to kind of maneuver through, the rough language. All right. So let's make it happen. I really appreciate everyone for coming on. Thank y'all very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to say thank you one more again. If it get cold in here, I'm going to have to go put on the top for real because, yeah, I know it's summertime and all that kind of stuff. You said, damn, you already got on a thermal. Yeah. All right, let's dive right into this. We're going to be talking about the immune system today. I'm ready to kind of dive into this, but I really appreciate Ebony Dawn. What's good with you? All right. Nostalgia for life. What's happening? All right. Alton, what's good with you? 1 foot. What's happening? Plow for what's good with you? All right. Do I need some headphones, Mr. G? What's happening? What do I need? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, I hear you now. Yeah. All right, we're about to get started, and we're going to talk about the immune system, family, everything surrounding the immune system, the importance of the immune system, why people neglect the immune system, what can we do to build it, to make it stronger, what are some of the things that we should avoid when it comes to the immune system. What is the immune system? All right, just some basic stuff that we need to know about the immune system, and I think everyone needs to chime in on this particular conversation that we are having tonight. All right, of course, y'all already know every Monday, 9 o'clock, we're coming on. All right, we're going to try to be as consistent as possible. Sometimes Dr. G have to do open head and open heart and open your damn stomach surgery. But yeah, open your consciousness surgery on some people because people just don't get it. But in the meantime, between time, I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Dr. G. Hernandez so he can give the disclaimer from the rip. Off the rip. All right. All right. So I'm going to turn it over to him.
Indeed, family. Peace and love, family.
Peace.
Dr. Hernandez L here in the building. This disclaimer basically states that we do not cure, treat, diagnose, mitigate. We are not medical doctors, and nothing that we say here has been evaluated by the FDA or approved thereby. Aisha.
Or the AMA.
Or the AMA.
Or the rest of the alphabet boys. So, yeah, this is for educational purposes only. Take this information, apply it, ignore it, do what you will. Whosoever will, let them come. The great filibuster. What's good with you, man? Where you been, bro?
Man, I've been out here.
This brother right here who just showed up out of the blue, the great filibuster. Thanks for the donation. Really appreciate that.
Indeed.
All right. But anyway, let me know when you want to wish your queen and you want to get started and just kind of.
Yeah. She's coming in now. She's on her way. There she goes.
You fit in whatever she get in.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna get ahead and start from the rip, from the outstart. What is the immune system?
Peace and love.
What is the immune system? It is a conglomerate of various, I guess you can say, organisms within the body that all work together in a systematic way to protect you from any matter of illnesses, viruses, bacteria, any type of, I guess you might say, external factors that may cause you harm.
Okay, so can we say in layman's terms, I'm not saying that was extra super deep, but we're just going to break it down a little bit more. We're going to go underneath to get some, we're going to go deeper to get an overstanding. And then we're going to go a little bit deeper than that to get an understanding. All right, so can we say just on the surface, the immune system is all of the systems working in harmony with one another and in sync with one another? Because you cannot take a x-ray machine and look in the body and find the immune system. Now, can you?
No.
We need to clear that up for some people. I know that sounds elementary. I know I'm not trying to insult anyone's intelligence. Trust me, I'm not. I'm not being condescending. I'm just saying.
No, that's a great way to put it, girl.
Okay, cool. So now that we know what the immune system is, so then if you're building your immune system, we have to find those formulas, those recipes. We have to do those things that build the entire immune system.
Yes.
That's right.
Right? Okay, cool. Now, what's the benefit of having a strong immune system?
First, it keeps you from being, sick all the time or having those different type of diseases in the body. But most of the time people think, okay, let me only get well when I'm feeling, at my worst. But if you continue to strengthen your immune system throughout, just a daily regimen, it's part of your daily regimen is to keep that balance and harmony in the immune system, then you will not see as many illnesses or diseases or just that sick feeling. When people say they sick, they literally start to be sick. So, words of power, it. So, so that's the benefit, the best benefit. You remain healthy, feeling good, your energy level, your bowel movements, everything is working in harmony. So, yeah.
The lymphatic system starts in the mind, Griff.
I was just about to go there. You must have tuned in. I was just about to say, when we talk about the immune system, how important is your thinking? How important is your spirit?
It's all important. There's some, I guess you could say some streams of thought that say that all dis-ease emanates from the mind. And so that being said, that can definitely be debated. However, if your mind, if you're worrying all the time, if you're watching the news all the time, if you're putting those bad vibes, if you're holding on to regret, if you're holding on to hurt, if somebody did something to you and you're not able to let it go, you're not hurting them by being mad at them. You're actually hurting yourself and weakening your immune system, opening up pathways for different antigens and carcinogens to begin to find places where they can proliferate and grow.
Oh, give thanks. Give thanks, Johnny Taylor. Thanks for the support, good bro. As always.
Yeah.
Great filibuster. And Johnny Taylor, I need y'all to hit me up in about 2 weeks. I got that merch coming in. I want to send y'all something. Thank y'all for the donations. Really appreciate that, as always.
Yeah.
All right. My next question, and we're going to be careful because YouTube will strike the channel, and this is my last strike. If I get a strike on this one, they're taking the whole platform. They like, yo, say something else, dare you. I'm like,
yeah. Oh, we're on edge. Okay. So y'all already gave a disclaimer. Yeah. Okay, good.
We gave the disclaimer.
That's right.
So let me ask something. Let me ask something else.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that damage the immune system that we should stay away from? And then that's the thesis. The antithesis to that is, what are the things that damage it? What's the things that damage it? What are the things that build it? Okay.
Okay, so I know damaging it
first.
Say it again.
Let's do the damage first. What damages it? And then we can rebuild it.
Okay. So it's a lot of things that can damage the immune system. So toxins, if you are working in toxins or you're just taking in different toxins into your body daily without knowing it, because our skin is also doing that without knowing it as well. It can be damaging. What you're putting into your body, different, alcohols or processed food, damaging along the way. Bad energy can damage it. We know that. So always in that toxic environment, always being that person, of imbalance, being that toxic person in the room, that could also destroy it. What do you think on? I know.
Yeah, I agree. Environmental factors are big.
Yeah.
The stuff that you use at home, the stuff that we use and think that is
sprays, chemical,
your deodorants, your toothpaste, the shampoo you put all over your head, the soap that you wash with. I think we touched on it briefly maybe last week, but or maybe I was talking to clients this week, but either way, a lot of those chemicals are actually the same chemicals that you might find in antifreeze, and so you when you start to become aware of that, the fact that, I think about this group, all the babies that get that baby Johnson & Johnson baby powder.
I'm not gonna mention no companies, but yeah.
Oh yeah. So excuse me, you know what I mean? But you hear what I'm saying? Like you douse it on the babies, the women are dousing it in their underwear. They've had all these different lawsuits, but guess what? Still on aisle 3. We talking about our immune system. I mean, that stuff is flammable. Just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Like, we talking about the basic necessities that everybody thinks they need, the various lotions and potions and things that you're rubbing on to smell good. And again, I won't say the names of these companies, but all the things that you use on a daily basis are extremely toxic and leave you wide open to all types of degradation of your cellular integrity.
Let me ask a very touchy question. Can other people damage other people's energy, damage your immune system? For
Only if you let
example,
them.
can toxic sperm damage your immune system?
Oh, for
Ooh,
sure.
yeah.
How is that? Help me out. I'm learning here.
That's energy transfer. If they're not on the right, on a righteous path, or they're not thinking and their body is not responding, in a
So
healthy way.
So that's one level.
Yeah.
So on a psychic level,
Yeah.
you can definitely take on someone else's demons, if you will. And also, we've talked a lot about on this show about how to eat and proper ways of eating and plant-based lifestyles. So if someone is eating if they eat fried, birds and all kinds of just, things that aren't benefiting your body, you're gonna, I mean, if you're eating poison, you're gonna excrete the poison. That's an easy way to put it. And so if you're, if you're allowing someone, if you're in a relationship and you're having sex with someone and, they're not doing what they need to do. And let's say, the woman is on a plant-based lifestyle, but she's with a man who is not. And he's doing, he's still doing everything the same. He is definitely toxifying her system.
Okay.
While she's cleansing, to cleanse, he's.
Yeah.
I mean,
another touchy subject. If you hitting L's, chocolate tie, black gold and dust, whatever it is you pulling in, can that affect your immune system?
Yeah, for sure.
Say it outright. Can weed affect your immune system?
For sure, in both directions, actually. So we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
If you burn it, yeah, any smoke inhalation is going to affect the immune system in a negative way. If you're doing tinctures or making some type of edible and you're using a superior product that's organic, it is probably the number one medicine on the planet. So at the same time, it can do damage. It can also do the most good and heal you.
Okay. So can the jab and the uppercut and overhand right, can that affect your immune system? Can that jab? Huh?
Make it strong.
I mean, in many ways.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to realize, you have a lymphatic system, right? So the lymphatic system is a part of the immune system. So somebody who knows what they're doing with the martial arts hit certain lymphatic pockets under your arm.
Dr. G, I don't mean to interrupt you, but talk about something else when we talk about that jab.
Got you.
I was not about to say, I don't think
I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna see if it makes sense. No, with the other jab, man, you better believe it. It's interesting, right, Griff? Because the science behind the jab is ancient. It's an ancient science created by us, created by our people.
Right.
But the way it was done was in such a way that did not put people in harm's way.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But yeah, so this time around, got you. We're gonna skip over and gloss over that one.
There you go.
Just to let the people know that's over here on YouTube, whatever, I've been here. It's just that I had to use my other YouTube channel. All right, so I asked people before this happened, because I told y'all it was gonna happen, and it happened. I said, send me your name to my website. Let me get everybody's name. I send out massive emails for y'all to meet me on the other channel, but I guess y'all didn't get the in-office memo. So right now, if you have an Android phone, go to my web. Y'all got Android phones? No, you got the Michelle Obama phone?
Oh no, the iPhones.
Oh, okay. If you got an Android phone, I'm working the iPhone thing out. But if you have an Android phone, go to my website. Make sure you use Chrome. Go to my website, www.professorgriff.me. Once you pull that up, the bar at the top, the black bar at the top with my logo in it, click that and download my app into your phone. All right, so you can stay abreast of what's going on. Desperate times call for desperate measures. All right, someone and let me pass this on to y'all, and maybe y'all could do this. The sister from Slutty Vegan suggested that I get Community, the app. She said that's how she built her business, by contacting people directly via their phones. So she has the app called Community. So maybe you can get the app, get people's phone numbers, make sure you understand what I'm saying? You can contact them directly when you have sales or when you have something special going on or whatever. All right. So, all right. So the immune system.
Okay.
Did you finish that last point?
About the jab.
Oh,
what y'all talking about?
Yeah. I mean, unless you wanted me to go a little bit further in on it.
No.
Yeah, because I could go in on that one, but we want to keep it.
We'll do that on a Zoom call.
True.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah.
We'll plan it. We'll plan a couple of hours. Let's do the Zoom call, and we can just kind of go in.
Gotcha.
Unless Zoom is ear hustling, we can just talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? But it is what it is. All right. In the meantime, between time, we're talking about the immune system. This is Professor Grip on Serious Minds, and as we've been saying for the last few weeks, the melanin. This is Monday, and this is the medicine that we're talking about.
9 o'clock.
I'm talking about the holistic healing, everything, the psychic aspect of it, the spiritual aspect of it, the physical aspect of it, in reference to us healing and getting healthy. All right. How important is exercise when you talk about the immune system? How important? I know you'll say we need to. Yes. But how important is it?
It's definitely is important. Cardiovascular system is, these diseases at an all-time high. So just doing any movement to get the blood circulating in a proper way, just even, small movements, can make a difference when you're doing it at least 15 minutes a day, every day. And it could just be from Qigong, yoga, breathing exercises. You're doing some type of movement where it's causing you to also think about it and use your breath, circulate your blood. So walking, that's important. If you can, small movements with your arms. Everybody's not able to walk, but if you're able to do some type of movement, then it's key. Cardiovascular system health is important. So exercising, exercising, doing both. Look, exer and inner.
No, I agree, Griff. I mean, that's one of the main things you can do. Even if your diet, if you haven't got it together, I mean, that's something that you can start with. That's probably the easiest way to start working on the immune system, because you are going to work the lymphatic system in the process. If you have been eating crap, you're going to burn some of it up. So you're going to, you're going to do a little bit better than if you didn't. Qigong, though, if you want to really with your lymph system, with your entire immune system, the Qigong is really where it's at. I remember I went probably, my Sifu had told me, he's like, if you do this Qigong every day, you'll never get sick. I probably did my Qigong every day for like 3 years straight. And I went on vacation or something, and I slacked up for like a week. I mean, I caught the sniffles like a few days later.
Right.
And I was like, dang, I didn't stay on top of my game, but I know 3 years I didn't have no issues. And I was like, so, and there's certain science to that and dealing with the ethers and, but that's a different conversation we could have another time.
I see a lot of women walking. I'm not about to have no Kevin Samuels conversation. I'm not.
Who's that going on?
Who's Kevin Samuels? I don't know that.
You don't know Kevin Samuels. We'll talk about that when we get off of here.
All right, cool.
But not that I have anything negative to say about the brother. I tend to respect everyone's point of reference and point of view and point, period. I may not, I shouldn't say I may not. Don't agree with everything, because I have a mama, a grandmama, and I have children, and I have grandchildren, little girls. You understand what I'm saying? And I understand, but I think everyone that I think that is having that conversation today, and a lot of people are, in reference to what the brother says, I think they truly need to understand a lot of this is just not our doing. All right, but we'll talk about that later. So in case Kevin, in case Mr. Samuels is listening to this, peace, bro. All right. I see a lot of women walking, but they're walking and they're on their phone. Does radiation, low-level radiation, is that degree of toxicity, does it hurt the immune system?
Yeah, EMF is definitely damaging to the immune system.
Yeah,
for sure. The entire cellular system. So we're composed of 100 trillion cells. It damages the cells.
Right.
It degrades the cell. So when the cell replicates, it's a lesser version of the previous copy, and so that's how you begin to age.
Okay. Shout out to Earl Holder. What's good with you, bro? So when I'm seeing them on the phone and they're walking, some of them, I'm sure they started out at a nice pace, but sometimes I see them walking, man. I saw one sister walking and eating. Yeah, I'm like, okay, help me out with the focus now. Are we walking at a certain pace and concentrating, and just kind of cleansing this and cleansing the lungs and breathing and getting the exercise on and toning and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Just like you said, I don't know how they're doing both. Maybe they're focused. They're already distracted. They had a goal set in mind, but something quick may have somebody called you. Now you want to know what's up. So distraction is, easily nowadays, especially when you have your phone. It's so easy to go quick, tap on something real quick and get caught up in it. So yeah, you got to do one or the other. Like if you listen to music, that's different, but chatting and trying to get a workout on, yeah, usually distractions happen like that because of the phone. So
and eating and walking doesn't work. So your digestive system isn't working if you're exercising. Yeah. They can't operate at the same time. So you will end up either more than likely with a case of diarrhea, or you might end up throwing up at some point. So that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't get me started. All right, so the idea shout out to Jermaine Simpson. So the idea of the immune system and dealing with every aspect of the immune system. Let's just say someone is eating right, and that's subjective, because some people think going to McDevil's or Murder King or Toxic Hell or Drunken Donuts, one of these Long John Killers or Pizza Slut or one of these kind of places, they think that's healthy. I'm only grabbing a burger here or a slice there or a taco here or whatever. And they may think it's not doing any harm. You understand what I'm saying? Along with medication, along with not sleeping, because that's where I'm going with this. The idea of sleeping and eating late. Let's just say you 11 o'clock, you got off work, you're getting something to eat, and you're going to bed at about 12:30. Does the digestive system, does it quiet itself down enough to process that? Or are you processing it while you sleep?
Ooh.
Neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't process. It's kind of like the previous question in a way. It's like once you go to sleep, your body is actually in a healing mode. So if you put food in your body, pretty much anytime after 7, 8 o'clock, you pretty much pushing into that space. And then at 11 o'clock, the serotonin turns into melatonin.
You got to rest.
Yeah. And you got that switch happening. That's when it's time to rest and get you some rest. That's when you go into REM sleep. So that's when your mind is healing, your body's healing. If anything, you should have had some water and some herbs before you went to bed to make sure that you metabolize those things. But you definitely don't want to eat and then go to bed. If you have to, and it does happen when you're hungry, it's best to try to stay up a little bit longer and just, let that food digest a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, if you're not real tired.
Because you're going to wake up, you might, again, this type of situation that can end in a digestive challenge, diarrhea, constipation. It could affect the spleen and that's when you see like diarrhea where the poop does, it doesn't even digest. And so you got like whole food coming out. And so, yeah.
So those individuals that sleep through the night or try to sleep through the night, sometimes they wake up hungry.
That's right.
You eat at 12:30 at night.
If you eat too late, you will wake up hungry. That's just what happens. Yeah. So
sometimes those individuals wake up, don't use the bathroom, and then they go to eat fast. They eat breakfast.
Oh, yeah. Right. You stunting the growth of the balance.
So after going through the drive-through number one with extra cheese, then they try to sleep all night. Then they wake up and they eat a fungi burger.
Yeah, that can affect your immune system. That can definitely affect your immune system. If you're doing that constantly, digestive system, all of this is interconnected. So if you suppressing one thing, it's going to be pulling from another.
Right.
Yeah, you definitely not. Yeah, it's going to be harder to get you well. It's going to be, it's going to be like a tug of war trying to get you well. Like, this is what you need now. Instead of just doing that every day, a constant regimen of building your immune system or strengthening your immune system, it can easily, change. And once you start strengthening your immune system, your digestion will flow a little bit better. It's just certain herbs that you can, that can assist the body with doing that as well. So,
right. All right. So tell us in reference to the immune system, which is the conversation. If you just tuning in, this is Professor Griff, and I'm on here every Monday night at 9:00 with Dr. G. Hernandez and Aisha Rael. The immune system. What are some of the things? Let's just say I got everything together. All right, but I'm feeling that I might be sick. What are some of the pre-indicators that my immune system is shutting down? My immune system needs a boost. My immune system is acting up.
Yeah. Fatigue.
What are some of the pre-indicators?
Oh, maybe fatigue.
Fatigue.
Tired all the time. That could be different ways of that. That's your adrenal glands and different things. Just depending on what you're doing, but tired. Maybe sneezes.
Yeah, if you feel any kind of cold symptoms.
Yeah, like
cold or flu symptoms. If they start to hit, that's when you want to.
Headaches. It could be different.
Yeah, especially if you've been on top of things, that's when you go heavy. As soon as you feel something, you kind of want to go into overdrive, because once a virus starts to set in, it really will set in, and it will take time. So even if you're taking, like, once it sets in, then you start taking zinc and whatever else you want to take, you're going to still have to go through the process, because now it is done proliferated through your system. And so you're going to have to go through the life cycle of that particular virus or bug. Right. And so to deal with that, you want to kind of kill them before you get a chance to. So you kind of want to inundate your whole body, your whole cellular system, just flood it. And kind of backtracking just a little bit, when you stop eating is when the immune system really kicks into overdrive. So, to your last question, and moving into this question, if you basically stop eating right then, go ahead and get you, some strong vitamin C, some lemon. I would go with lemon and lime primarily. And if you have vitamin C of some sort at the house, you will probably want to make a combination, a little cocktail, so that if you have like something like ascorbic acid, which is basically inert or non-living vitamin C, to actually bring it to life, the lime and that lemon will do that. So now you have something that you can actually work with and start to, start that fight.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Charles B. Son Williams and Little Goddess. What's good with y'all? All right. Miss Michi, what's happening? So what I do, and I don't normally talk like this because I don't inject myself, but if I feel scratchy throat, me tired, first thing I think of is water and rest, and keeping toxic people away from me. I'm watching my mouth. Then I might snatch some echinacea and golden seal, put a drop of 4 in, swish it around my mouth, keep it in there for a minute. After I get some rest and wake up, if I still feel it, then elderberry, vitamin C, zinc. And I think, I kind of go through those kind of that ritual.
They're natural.
Over a 24-hour period. And if I'm still feeling that, then I'll go on to something a little bit stronger. What do you think?
That's right on point.
That's the right medicine cabinet, you know.
Right.
I lean a little. I always go with the chlorophyll. In most situations too, I add that to my regimen, strictly because of the cleansing qualities.
Yeah.
As far as the blood cleansing and just moving stuff through the lymph, because the lymph is like your garbage system. So the more stuff, if you're taking all that elderberry and lemon, lime, and all that stuff, you got stuff dying off. So you also want to cleanse it out, so you can go ahead and move it on through the system. So that's just another thing I add in, just to continue to proliferate good, clean, new cells.
That's right. Yeah. Shout out to Quan S. Really appreciate you. Thanks for joining us, as always. Quan S. is my moderator. She's been on point for I don't know. Feel like 10 years or more. Right? And the S don't mean stand for short, all right? Because she's kind of tall. Quan about 5 foot, 5 feet. That's it. With heels.
Okay, I'm 5 foot something too.
I say something. She's like 5. That's it.
Peace, Quan.
And she looking over 5 like this.
Peace, Quan. That's what's up.
Right.
What's up?
My next question in reference to the immune system. What if someone says the immune system has absolutely nothing to do with why I'm sick? I know. I see the look on y'all's face. It's like, wait a minute. We already just told you, Grip, that it starts here.
Yeah.
All right. So then I become, I got to do the self-diagnosis.
Yeah, wow.
And the first thing I do is hit the doctor's office, which is the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I just went through my ritual.
Yeah.
Whatever. Damn, Quan said, Griff, we the same height. Stop.
Oh, no way.
Quan. I'm going through that, and they don't think, they feel, well, this is what they told me. Let me just get straight to the point. Processed food. A snack here, a snack there. Go to the movies, eat the popcorn, blah, 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 blah. Chase it down, some Kool-Aid, some red stuff, whatever. And you snacking. Processed foods. How damaging is the processed foods to the immune system? Because someone would say, well, I eat this all the time and I rarely get sick.
That's true. I hear that a lot.
I'm smoking. Yo, Grip, I'm like, come on. The processed foods, how damaging is it?
I mean, there's no way to really quantify how much damage it does. I mean, because like what we just talked about, what you eat, and what you drink, and what you think creates your cells. So that's what we're looking at. So you are what you eat, drink, and think. So when we get down to the quality of the material that individual is made out of, that has a lot to do with what we call your vibration of your level of consciousness, as they may say. So you can only vibrate but so high if you're eating those things that you mentioned. You know what I mean? I don't want to say names. I haven't mastered all of the slick metaphors.
Oh, you talking about Griff?
For me.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it, though.
But we hear that a lot, though. I eat this way, so but sometimes I just I don't bump heads with them. I just say, this is what I suggest. These are you know, different lifestyle. It's a healthier lifestyle. And if they still
it's not worth
trying
the
to,
argument.
yeah, I'm not trying to bump heads with you and try to prove why this immune system and why you need to eat it. I just say, okay, bow out gracefully. That's where you at right there. That you said level of consciousness. So it's like, okay.
Right.
But you went to school. That's what they used to say. I went to school for this. I remember taking this in biology or whatever, you know, but it's not put into play because they think it's just that school instead of worrying about their body school or teaching their self that type of, you know, rhythm or knowledge about learning yourself.
Right. So the self-diagnosis thing is, I think, is very important because just basic stuff. You cannot buy a pack of cookies and leave it on the counter or leave it in your bag and forget it for 2 months and then go back and eat that pack of cookies.
Oh, no.
Let me say this too, though. You know, there's always exceptions to the rule, right? So, you know, we can look at some of our elders, you know, in their 90s or whatever, and a lot of them, like you said, may smoke cigarettes or drink a little liquor here and there, eat pork. But these same people,
you split that in. You said eat pork,
or whatever it is that they do.
No, I knew one that did, but go ahead.
But so check it out. So what you'll see in these types of individuals is a level of balance. So in their lifestyle, many of those people still have gardens. They're still eating from the garden. So they're eating photons. They may be eating everything else, but there's a certain level of balance. Some of those same people, unlike people of modern times, still will drink a lot of water. It's like instilled in them to drink a certain amount of water every day. You know, and I'm talking about the elders that are going into the 90s and beyond. They've had certain regimens. They may smoke cigarettes all the way to their 90, but and had a drink, but they were still drinking water. They still eating from the garden. It's a certain balance that they were doing. So longevity doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be, you know, super vegan and take all the herbs in the world, because some people's genetics are in such a, I guess I'll put it like this. We had a conversation, I don't know if it was the last show or the show before, and we spoke, I mentioned something about peaches, that in 1950, the peaches from 1952, to match their nutritional value, you'd have to eat 52 of them today. Damn. And that report was done in 2000. That was 20 years ago. So I don't even know what the number is right now.
Right.
So that being said, those people were eating those peaches with that 52 to time, you know, that would take us 52 peaches to eat. You get what I'm saying? So they got a whole different type of nutrition value in their system.
Right.
So, and I just say that just to play both sides of the fence, just to give it a balance.
The meat was probably.
Yeah, and the meat was, you know, the flesh that they were eating was totally a different grade. You know, my grandmother told me stories. You know, they had their own pigs that they used to slaughter and hang in the barn. They had their own.
Aisha, watch you, because that's the second time he mentioned a pig and pork.
Hey, look,
you need a vegan pork sandwich or something.
But look, our people eat it. And you know, let me tell you this story I heard this other day. There's a popular raw food chef in Atlanta. I ain't saying no names. I ain't saying no names. But he just opened up a spot, right? But he opened up 2 spots because, you know, you can have ghost kitchens. And in that same kitchen that he got this raw food, he also is frying pork chops. So y'all got to be careful. Y'all got to know where you're eating and who's preparing your food. And let me tell you, the vegans in Atlanta, many of them like this guy a lot and trust this guy. But he got pork chops right next to you. Raw wrap. Okay. So I'm just keeping it real, Griff. That's all. You gotta keep it.
Yeah, we know. And before he was ventured out on those endeavors,
Look, and not to make it worse, it's another vegan restaurant, and I'm just gotta put it out there again. I ain't gonna say no names, but y'all gotta be aware of this.
Yeah.
I you know, I pretty much know all the vegan chefs here in Atlanta, and I, you know, I went to go visit a new restaurant that recently opened, and they were starting to get a little flow. So I said, y'all need a little help? They said, it was like, if it's not too much. So I went back there and helped them knock out a few orders. I walked back there, Griff. They got Wonder Bread hoagies. They putting y'all po' boys on Wonder Bread hoagies. Y'all think y'all got some vegan? Like it's wild out here, girl.
No, it truly, it really is, man. No, it really is. I think because the new level of consciousness on what people think is woke, that's fine for them. They're not trying to do anything else. That they have changed their diet as much as they're gonna change it.
Yeah.
Because it's acceptable to the woke folks that they still eat this, smoke that, pop that, drink this, but still say I'm conscious. And got the nerve to tack on Hotep on the end of their name, or El or Muhammad.
See,
Some of them got an X. It's like, come on.
Do it. No.
No, I see it, Griff. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So it's like, for the sake of consciousness, family, stop that. You're violating.
Yeah.
You're violating. Some of them, see, we have to try to get through these conversations without mentioning names and, people's companies. Let me just say this, though, and the way I need to say it. Some of them are going through Ramadan right now and can't wait till the sun go down to eat something that you're not supposed to be eating if it wasn't Ramadan.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right.
So everyone with a small degree of, it's a beautiful thing that they're coming into consciousness. And some people still have 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot into consciousness, and you see them struggling. I'm not talking about y'all. I see y'all struggle. You understand what I'm saying? Even with Ramadan, if you're sick and you're traveling, you're not supposed to be fasting like that. Because especially nowadays, because if you observing Ramadan and you actually doing what you're supposed to do, oh man, I applaud you, because we're at the tail end of what they said this virus thing was. And some people are still sick and being around other people trying to fast. You get kind of weak and it's difficult. It's very, very difficult. I just want to make this point, and agree or disagree. It's cool. There's no one live it or diet. There's no one pill. There's no one diet for everyone.
Facts.
Each individual is going to have their own diet.
Customized.
Their own live it.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't sit down at the dinner table with 30 people and look at what individuals are eating. If that's that's good for them, good. You may need to eat some peas. I don't do peas. But if peas are cool for you and you need that in your diet, make it happen. If that's what your body's telling you need, by all means, be my guest. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
One
right.
brother told me every now and then he has to eat a little bit of meat, like the red meat with the blood dripping out of it.
Oh.
I said, no. I would have understood, and I hope this brother's not listening. I would have understood if he would have said a little fish or a little chicken.
Right.
I could have wrapped my brain around that.
Yeah.
If you went all the way, not all the way, the swine is all the way. He went to licking the cow's butt. And I'm like, no. Your mind is supposed to master these cravings and this desire. We got 3 brains, 3 minds, 3 brains.
Yeah.
Of course, one is here.
Yep.
One is here. And the other one's your urges and your sexual desires. This has to control both of them. That's why I was talking to a couple of the young brothers, grown males, not grown men. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you shift over and you graduate to being a real man and you're a grown man, you learn how to control those urges and those desires. Plain and simple. It's plain and simple, man. A lot of times when you find people that can't control their eating habit, they can't control their sexual habits. I mean, if you can go and order you a bucket of chicken and you done tear off a couple of legs and elbows and thighs, come on, man. Nah. A lot of times those individuals can't control their sexual habits. And that's just real. And that's damaging. All of what we said is damaging your immune system. You'll have to keep your immune system functioning in order for you to stay healthy. Am I correct?
Facts.
Correct. Yeah.
Can you get away with hitting some shots of Henny and stay healthy? Your healthy immune system?
So let's say this. We see a lot of homeless people, right? And that's how they get through the winter. So there is some there is some truth to it.
Good.
Yeah.
When it comes to viruses, like, you know, when it comes to tinctures and herbs, you use high grain alcohol to create these different tinctures, and it extracts the herbs. The issue that makes it medicine. See, those spirits, as they call them, are a form of medicinal liquid. However, and it's also a carrier for medicine. But in excess, it becomes a problem. It's toxic. In general, it is toxic and it is poison. Okay, and so it will do more harm than good. But let's say again, for herbal medicine, it does play a part in creating the herbal tinctures. And then for, let's say, someone who is in the middle of the winter living under a bridge, a bottle of wild turkey is definitely going to be a benefit in their situation. It's
Right.
them stay warm, and it's also going to help them fight off disease and various viruses. So this, you know, it's just a balanced look at it. But yeah, if you're taking shots of Henny on a daily, you know what I'm saying, and smoking Philly blunts with it, then no, you know what I'm saying, that's not going to be the move. But yeah, of course, as we all have heard in the past, moderation is key. So if you are going to partake, because not everyone has the discipline or even has the desire to not have drinks, you know what I mean? So for those individuals, it's best for them to just start exercising a little bit of discipline and maybe monitoring or metering what they're doing, as you know, because cold turkey really, it can work, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't work for most. And I don't recommend cold turkey to any clients that I see, because it usually leads to you know, failure on whatever it is they're trying to seek out.
That's right.
Shout out to Nubian Mystic Vibe Goddess Peace Queen. All right. Anisha, Aaliyah, peace, what's good? Smooth Lou, what's good with you, man? Too smooth for me, I'm just saying. Oh, someone put up on here, instead of Diet Coke, they Diet Woke. I guess they Diet Woke, I don't know. Anyway, beautiful thing though, for real, I gotta say, after all that I've kind of been through just with family members and friends, it is beautiful to see our people just slowly coming along. To be honest with you, I didn't think I would see so many people now taking on names and having to live up to, taking on spiritual concepts and practices and rituals. Because for a long time, and Aisha, I think you can remember, even in our family, I think I was the only one like trying to yo, but you know, at the behest of getting cursed out, at the risk of getting cursed out and talked about and away from him, and oh damn, he coming to the family reunion, or I want to hear it. That's that Blackish. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I lasted him.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And even recently, the young lady said that she made a bet with me. Now, this is somebody I barely know. We in the same restaurant, though, and I'm in line. I'm looking, she looking. She basically, I guess she's feeling herself that day. Said, if I could guess your age, could you buy me a smoothie? And I'm like, all right, guess my age. I got you. But if you don't, can you buy my whole meal?
Yes.
She says, yeah, I'm good. Go ahead. I said, all right. She said, you got to be at least, I don't know, 48. I was like, you know that buzzer they have on The Price is Right? Or Jeopardy. Yeah, on Jeopardy.
Yes, that's right.
Nah, you better take out your debit card.
Oh, no, that's right. Get that
Nah,
meal.
this year I'll be 61.
Yes, blessings.
I got a free meal that day. Thank you.
Yes.
I don't even remember that sister name, but yeah, anytime, sis.
Yeah. Wow. That's
It becomes a problem when you start wearing it. You
yeah.
start wearing 60. You start moving like you're 60.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. The beautiful thing, if you watch Minister Farrakhan, who's in his 80s,
Ooh, yes.
clear thinking, still moving, like you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And this is a beautiful thing.
That's right.
They say black don't crack. But I've seen some people, man, it's just like, wow, bro, for real?
Yeah.
We went to high school together, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And can't even make it up a flight of stairs. I'm like, come on, bro. Keeping the immune system intact
Yes.
and doing something good for the temple.
Yes.
And the temple meaning this temple. We take better care of our cars and our dogs and pets than we do ourselves.
That's right. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You get the oil change on the car when the little light come on. What happened when the light come on for the immune system? What do? The check engine light. Check the immune system light. Come on. Like what do we do? So there's teas.
Yes.
Boost the immune system, right?
Yes.
Herbal capsules.
Yes.
Yeah. So a few things you can do that I guess a lot of people are familiar with is mushrooms. So you're
a lot of people not.
Yeah, well, just mushrooms in general.
Oh, okay. Because people like mushrooms, they think of.
So yeah, there's also a lot of bad information that's been put out by people in the community regarding mushrooms on many instances. Now, again, I won't say any names, but just a lot of false information. It's just wrong. It just ain't even close to right. But mushrooms like shiitake, like maitake, like turkey tail, like chaga, like reishi, cordyceps. You can keep going. There's so many of them, but they all have the ability to boost the immune system. They all increase your what they call the NT killer cells. These cells go in and track down things different. Let me just, I ain't gonna give nothing no names, but it tracks down all types of things in your body that shouldn't be there and destroys it, moves it to the lymphatic system so that it can be moved out.
Capsules, teas.
So astragalus.
Yep.
Astragalus is a great one that a lot of people are becoming aware of. Ashwagandha.
We need to tell them my whole package. So yeah, we have an immunity builder box. It was called a different name back in from March to December, but we changed it to immunity builder box. So what's consistent in that box is basically you get an antiviral elixir. So it's something that you can take on a daily, just to keep the immune system functioning, digestive, antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial, antibacterial, anti-infectious. That is one of the tinctures. Then we also have a tea in there. It's called the Well Living Tea. So keeping the immune system boosted, echinacea, elderberry flower, different varieties of antiviral herbs. We also have our capsules. The one he mentioned was the mushrooms in it is called the Infinity Complex. So it's 8 different types of herbs or mushrooms. Let me say that is one of our best sellers. You get the acai greens. So like the chlorophyll you mentioned earlier, chlorella, spirulina, you get all of your greens in to help cleansing and also boosting your immune system, of course, energy. What else is in there? You also get a sample of Breathe. So you get what's it called? The essential oils. There you go. Thank you for tapping that on my head. So essential oils, you get a Breathe. So eucalyptus, lemon, peppermint. These things are good for opening up your airways and also boosting your immune.
You have mullein in there?
Do I have mullein?
Mullein in that.
In the tea?
Yeah.
In the tea, I think it does, but I'm not sure. I don't think I mixed it with this one, not the mullein. But that is on it. We are upgrading our box to something better, and that did come up about an hour ago. And I said I need to update our box with other herbs and tinctures that we put together. Oregon grape is going to also be in there to help cleanse the system and get rid of any viruses.
Right.
Yeah, we got it's a nice box that you need to get. It's also on our website. It's
Let them know where to get it.
Okay, yeah, it's at our website. It's smypharmacy.com, and it's also in store if you're in Georgia. We're the Smy Pharmacy Herb Shop and Apothecary. So our website is smaifarmacy.com. So yeah, make sure you visit that website, and it's called the Immunity Builder Box. It has everything that you need to also prevent. So most people have been coming to us during the pandemic. The box has been wiping it out. And it's also is good for children. So if you have little ones, certain items in there are for them and for the family. So you might need to get 2 or 3 boxes. Give somebody with a box. Mother's Day coming up.
Right. And we don't let frown at that. We understand what the enemy has done with these holidays and how we attach our emotions to their madness. So when the Mother's Day come around, we're gonna celebrate. And we're going to recognize the great Ma.
Aisha, yes.
Universe that gave birth all right, to tiny universes. And then we're going to give thanks to the earth. Then we're going to give thanks to not the great grandma, but the grandma, to the mothers that are present. And then, to a degree, we're going to celebrate the would-be mothers because all the women do have that potential and should strive for that. We have to make motherhood, being a wife, we have to make that fly again. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because they make all the other stuff look attractive. Why can't we make that? You understand what I'm saying? I wanted to read this thing so bad. Melanin B. What's up, Melanin B? Y'all know Melanin B? Y'all need to check her out on Instagram. She's fire. As a matter of fact, she's going to be in one of my videos coming up that I'm doing called Baptized. I swear, every time I go to damn Instagram, man, there's all some chick with her legs open. No, I'm being serious. Anyway, hold on, let me find this. Hold on.
I'll be saying the same thing, like, whoa.
Hold on, I gotta read this. This is important.
Okay.
Let me see. Hold on.
My eyes.
I had it all set, ready to read. Give me a second. I'll give you your phone number and your email address and your website once again while I'm looking for this.
Okay, perfect. So our website is smypharmacy.com, smaifarmacy.com. And our telephone number is 770-670-7780. And if you're in the Georgia area, we do have a brick and mortar store, a herb shop and apothecary. So you're able to get holistic teas, tonics, tinctures, extracts. Sea moss has been popular, and elderberry. So we do have that in stock as well. We have different variety of different things, multivitamins, your turmeric to boost that immune system, anti-aging, cardiovascular health. Yeah, we have a plethora of things in there. Men, women, babies. Also, I'm essential oil birth kit specialist, so I can help you customize a nice kit for you as well. So we have a lot of different things in there. I already said we got the salt Himalayan lamps, so ionizing the air. We also have our fresh focus air, so it sanitize and deodorize the air. So when you come inside of our herb shop, we tell people this is a COVID-free zone. So we do have that where it sanitize and deodorize the air. So no worries when you come inside of the Oasis.
All right. So this I found it. Soleil sent this to me. Peace, Queen. I didn't think she was going to be on because she's in Hawaii.
What?
She's about to do the retreat in Hawaii. She's setting it up now.
Oh.
After Tulum, then Hawaii.
Oh yes, I missed it, Tulum. Oh my God.
We're still focusing on that Egypt trip.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, but listen,
Do around
it
them.
says this is the nomad soul. He says people who align with natural health and eat clean, organic food, drink water, exercise, meditate, and don't take pharmaceutical drugs are by far the minority in the world. And now we're being discriminated against by the unhealthy, overweight, drugged up, and chronically ill majority. So it's everyone else that's sick and unhealthy want to condemn the few of us that try to stay healthy, and then guilt you into not getting the jab and the uppercut and the overhand right.
Right. Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the DJ Johnson took their product off the market. Then did the remix. Hit a backspin behind their back, whatever, mixing it up, put it back out. And all of a sudden, everything's supposed to be fine.
Don't trust it.
Stop that.
Don't trust it. Don't trust it.
Can't trust it.
Trust me, I was in Target earlier today, and yeah, a lady. Well, I was in the store, and the lady was just yelling across the aisle. She was like, "Yeah, I got my second jab. Yeah, I got it." And masked up, and I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm glad you did it." But she was talking to another associate, and I'm like, "She's so excited." I'm like, "Well, good. You take them jabs." And yeah, you going by, and she trying to fill the children up the same way. They about to get there. I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah,
I think people.
Yeah.
I think if they knew better, they would do better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're gonna leave that right on the table, right there.
Yeah.
Build your immune system. All right. I think whatever your takeaways are from this conversation, build your immune system. Let me ask you something. Is this correct? Smile Pharmacy, SMAIFARMACY.com.
.com.
770-670-7780.
That's correct.
That's it. Smooth Lou.
That's right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Until I see y'all next week, we're not going to put out there what we're going to talk about. Let's leave it free. Whatever comes to you, just make it happen. Tomorrow night, 5 o'clock, 5 to 7, I'll be on the Carl Nelson Show. I'm going to still be on live here. I'm just going to broadcast it from here. And the conversation that we're going to have is we're talking about rap. Did rap kill hip-hop? And we're going to go over the recent deaths of the famous artists that have passed away. Death comes in threes. And the three that passed away recently, just in music and in hip-hop, it's like, wow. So we're going to dive into that conversation on the Carl Nelson Show tomorrow at 5 o'clock right here on Serious Minds. All right. Any last words? Just kind of leave them with something and give them your information once again.
Okay. I'm going to let you drop the Jews. You want to drop Jews first or the information?
Hey, I just think this has been a great conversation and definitely sparked a lot of other thoughts. But, the best thing that anyone can do for themselves just on a daily basis, get some fresh air.
Fresh air.
Shine.
Yes.
Drink some water.
Drink some water.
Do some type of exercise.
Exercise.
Eat some vegetables or some fruit.
Eat some fresh.
If you do that every day, you're not doing half bad. You're doing better than most of the world. And just to that last, I guess the thing you were reading, I would agree with that in the United States, in America primarily, because one thing that I think that we don't take into consideration is that 80% of the world's population actually use natural medicine as their main source of medicine. So the world is not that ignorant. It's just over here, Western society is very dumbed down. Those who are in certain positions in media, etc. Because we all have our own media, and it's our responsibility, and that's why your platform, Griff, is so important because we have to have our own media platforms so that we can push our own agendas and share our own ideas, tell our own stories. Because even the conversation you're having tomorrow, I mean, it's deep because hip hop has been on other people's media platform. It has survived on those platforms. We haven't had the platforms until more recently to be able to even explore those types of conversations. Right. So, I just, want to give honors to you for doing what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
And continuing, the movement and keeping people conscious. I mean, these type of shows is what helps people to spark ideas and help them move into the right direction. So as simple as some people might in trivia, or some people might look at it, this is major because these type of shows change people's lives. It's a catalyst a lot of times for people and their consciousness for them to do and to grow. With that, I say peace.
Right. One last thing for the individuals out there that are thinking about opening up businesses, opening up restaurants, please do me a favor. Don't open up a vegan restaurant if you're not a vegan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, come on.
Thank you.
You open up a kung fu school and you don't know one thing, got one belt.
I seen the movie though.
You watch the Saturday kung fu flicks and now you want to open up. No, don't do that.
Dragonfly.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's
you want to open up. Yeah.
That's the same thing with personal training. People say, "Oh, I got trained by you, so I think I can go train somebody else," and don't know nothing, just messing up people's bodies. So yeah, you gotta have a school.
Right. Opening up a cleaners and you wearing dirty clothes. Nah, man. You got a dry cleaners, but your clothes is always dirty, man. Nah.
That's true.
No, let's not do that, family. Let's not do that.
Right.
All right. Those of y'all that have putting these formulas and whatnot together, please know what you're doing. Don't.
It's combinations.
You know, it was health here.
You got to do the right combo and you got to have the right energy, and it is science behind that. So we do have a program on Holistic University sponsored by Holistic University. It's called our herbalism program. So we do have level 1 that's opened up for enrollment. So it's a virtual apprenticeship herbal pharmacist program. Let me say it like that. It's certification. So you do get certified. And most of it is online. And if you're in Georgia, then you're able to do hands-on apprenticeship with me or in a garden or a community garden as well. So reach out to us. Our website is smaifarmacy.com. That's SMAIFARMACY.com. And our telephone number is 770-670-7780. So yeah, get your immunity box. Call us about our herbal program so you can go ahead and get started and get enrolled. Also, we have a sensual oil and waist bead workshop this Saturday. So if you're in Georgia, come on out, learn about some oils that'll get your hormone system correct and balanced, endocrine system, learn how to create this ancient, technique of waist beading. And it's May 8th from 11 to 1. So call us so you can get your tickets.
All right, give thanks. Last but not least, May 15th. All right, the self-defense firearms training class. All right, hit me up, 678-557-2919. I got to get ready to get out of here. Thank y'all very much. Really appreciate y'all. Shout out to my Serious Minds family for sticking with us. Really appreciate y'all. Jewel Music, what's good with you, man? All right, Cool Jets, Disappearing Acts, Taharka, what's good? Lotus God Sage, Miss Michi, Johnny Taylor, Little Goddess, Shay, Whitney Bay. Thanks very much for supporting the platform. Great filibuster. Thank you very much. Double B, make it happen, man. All right, love y'all like I had to get ready to get out of here. All right, we got Shane Shakur in the building.
Peace.
No relation to Tupac.
Peace, Shane.
May 8th, Louise Griffin birthday. That's my mama birthday.
Woo!
May 8th. We're going to do some celebrating that day, sure. We're gonna get all the chunky women in the family just to have a party somewhere. Go to
Don't do that. Don't say that. We're gonna bring the herbs. I'm gonna bring the tea.
yeah, we still gonna bring the chunky women. It's like
In the tea.
naming them. No, let me stop.
Don't do that.
All right, peace. Y'all take care.
Peace.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
The Serious Minds Brain Tonic was created to sharpen the mind by protecting cells and increasing neurotransmitters associated with learning and memory. This is the Serious Minds Brain Tonic. The Resurrection Formula. This male reproductive tonic elixir is the resurrection you've been looking for. It is a stimulating sexual tonic with mild androgen-like effects that is nourishing to the reproductive system. You can order them at www.professorgriff.me and www.seriousmindsinstitute.com. Just call 678-557-2919. Your health is your wealth. Peace.